Welcome back to Bitches and Witches. I'm your talk show host.
That's what it felt like. Just keep going.
It did feel like it. I'm Ashlina along with
Erica.
Hey.
Welcome back to Bitches and Witches. Where the hell did that come from?
Give you a little dance. We gotta do something in the beginning, like
We don't gotta do nothing.
Oh, okay.
I'm starting to get a headache now.
A headache or the judgment line?
No, that's on the other side. It's right here.
I have the same line. It's
I'm
like
telling
protruding lately.
It's the Roquet line.
You know what caused? You know what? This is perfect, actually. Perfect to talk about the little not judgment line, but the angry line.
Yeah.
So you remember we just did an episode. I'm talking about. I hate when it goes to the. Sorry, we just did an episode talking about Karens and like how cuckoo birds they are.
Yes.
And then I was talking about the Karens in my complex. Here we go. Guys, so I had to give a quick update on it since we just talked about it. So this has to do with my complex, and I was the fucking Karen. I know. I had to like
Ashley.
Erica. This is why I didn't want to tell you yet. I had to get your reaction because I had to be that person, and it was so. I'm just so ashamed.
What do you mean?
I guess mine wasn't to that level, but let me tell you why. So remember how I mentioned like the trash area has been an issue for some people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, not my neighbors. We're all great. We take care of it.
Don't lie.
Girl. No, well, I've never had issues like our upstairs neighbors was like this young couple. They were so clean. And, you know, we all took care of each other.
Yeah.
Then they left. And that's when this started. So they left, and I have a new neighbor upstairs. It's like I want to whisper. First of all, it sounds like fee-fi-fo up there. Like, okay, see, there you go, be Karen. But I just let her be, though. Because
you're not being a Karen. You're venting. It's okay.
Okay,
There's
true.
a difference between a Karen and someone who's just, fed up.
True.
Because it's not like you're going up there saying, like, how dare you, this is my American right to have a peaceful home,
I didn't do that. Yeah, I would never.
Not yet.
I would never. I'm the anonymous complainer because I don't like to hurt people's feelings. That's me.
That's nice.
Even when they
I'm the same.
me. But here I go with the poops. Okay. So what happened was, so she just moved in. I'm gonna say like a month ago, maybe, and it's just her. So typically you don't hear anything. It's just when she has her grandkids. Mm-hmm. It's like World War III. She had the 3 granddaughters, super cute by the way, but they look like they beat each other's asses. And it sounds like it. And I'm like, what is going on?
Probably. What else is there to do in the summer? It's too hot.
Exactly. That's what I was telling Manny, or that's what I was telling my husband. People know Manny is. But that's what I was telling Manny because he's like, I can't take it because he works overnights and he sleeps during the day.
Yeah.
But like I was trying to tell him, well, you got to kind of understand, like they're out for the summer. She is taking care of them, and I'm pretty sure she's going cuckoo because they're wild. They're
probably
kids.
not. She probably locked herself in the room.
Well, I don't know. I know Manny. Like one time he did go up there to say something about the noise, and he said he was super nice. Do I believe him? I don't think he would because she's like a European lady. She has like a little accent European.
Okay.
So she just looks like tired. So like Manny goes up there.
Because you hear why she's tired.
It's like World War III. And like you can tell. And and so he goes up there and he's like, I work during nights and I sleep during the day. And she's like, oh no, like, I understand. I have my 3 kids. And he's like, I completely understand. It's just, I just wanted to see what's happening. It just give cause when you're in your home, you don't think. You don't like if I was upstairs, I wouldn't even think about people below me because I'm just, it's look at the floor.
Constantly I do. Cause I live upstairs. I can't. Every time I drop my phone, I'm like, oh my God.
Like, I wonder how it feels, like, the floor upstairs. Like, does it feel like there's someone under you? Because here you could do whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, girl, you would act like they didn't know what was happening. So.
I don't know. Like, it feels like that to me. Every time I hear the floor creak, I'm like, oh, my God.
Right?
Like, they're going to come knocking. But I hear him more than they probably hear us. He's loud. Yeah.
Like, sometimes I feel like I'm loud, too, though. And because I like to watch my K-dramas loud. And so I had to throw it in there. So then King the Land, guys, check it out. So good. So good. King the Land. Not sponsored. And so then he, when he told her that, I guess he said that when she closed the door, when she's like, okay, thank you, sorry. She closed the door. He's like, all you hear is like, that neighbor came upstairs. And then I go, my God, you guys fucking embarrassed me. So I was like, okay, you know what? Then I know for sure she's going through it. So I've been really patient. Like, I don't bother. Whatever. So fast forward to the trash situation. So I go to the trash one day and I see like, I don't know what it is, but like this person, she just throws her trash in the trash can and doesn't tie up the bag. And we have squirrels that are like, they're ghetto here. They like go and they rip apart whatever and it's open. So, you know, like I mentioned before, the rules for the trash are they're a little strict where it's like you have to tie the bag. The things have to be in a bag, but I noticed that she was throwing stuff in like loosely, like a gallon of milk. She'll just come downstairs and throw it in there.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like without no bag, and they were leaving it there, the trash people, because they refuse. If it's not in a bag, they're not taking it. So
as they should not.
Right, and I was like, okay, that's her trash bin, whatever. The area's not that bad. One day I go and I see she ended up throwing another bag in there with not open. Like I sound like the crazy pixie, but
No.
not open. And the swirls got to it, and it was all over our little marquesina there, or the porch, whatever.
Yeah.
Marquesina, what am I talking about? But so then I was like, okay, ma'am, like, okay, I didn't say nothing, but I put a sign up there because I don't think she knows the trash rules. Maybe. Mm-hmm. Giving her the benefit of the doubt. I put a little sign there.
Different. You didn't go marching up there and start, putting your phone at her in her face.
I would never.
Like, how dare you?
I would never. I just put a little sign saying like, I just say like, they won't take it if it's not, just stupid shit, whatever. So then 2 days pass and another bag's there. And mind you, she has we have 4 cans there. One full can is full of loose trash that she just throws in there. Second can, she started doing the same thing. I'm like, okay, don't touch my can.
Right.
Then I not lost it, but I got really upset because then one day I go outside, trash still everywhere. No one's picking it up. And then I go and I see like she started going into my can and leaving her open bags there. And I'm like, absolutely not. I was like, now I'm not cleaning up after you.
Yeah.
Like there's one thing I'll do. I'll clean the area. Like I'm the one that maintains it.
Yeah.
I'll pressure wash it. I'll bleach it. I'll wash the cans out. But like, but now you're doing too much.
Yeah.
So I had to send an email. It wasn't a long one. It was just like, can someone please come and just empty those out and explain how the trash works here? Because I don't think she's getting the sign. She's not getting
she's not getting it.
But bitch, like you gotta see it's a mess. Like when you walk down and it smelled so bad, dude. Like it smelled so bad because it's like loose trash of like rotten milk and all that stuff. And I'm just like, dude, you see that it's like that. Why not clean up after it?
Like what if it's been like a couple weeks and your trash isn't going anywhere? Don't start
Yeah.
filling up other people's trash.
Exactly.
Don't hoard all the
And I
trash
was like,
cans.
okay. And I was trying my hardest to be like super nice about it, but I was like, okay, no. So then thankfully, like I said, this complex is so good. They
Send an
literally strike one. Cough again. But they came down and fixed it the next day. So like they literally came, they cleaned it. Like the actual office people came and cleaned it, and it's been okay. But then like I'm like, please.
Did you hear any knocks upstairs? They probably sent her email. Like, you keep
Oh
it up,
my
we're gonna
God.
find your ass.
I didn't
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, they ding you. Like if you get like, if you don't follow the rules, they're gonna ding you to a certain point. It's like,
You gotta
girl,
get out.
Yeah, you're just being an asshole at this point, which I don't think she was trying to be. And I was like,
That's an asshole move.
It is. And I was telling Manny, I'm like, do you think that she's just sending the kids down to throw it away, maybe, and they don't know any better because they're young?
But she's giving them the bags that are open.
I know. You're right. I know.
Stop trying to be nice.
I know. But that was my Karen moment. That's the worst thing.
That's not really a Karen moment. I had a Karen moment last night, though.
You?
Not me.
Oh,
Not me personally. I had a Karen.
Really?
Oh my God. Well, I can't. Well, it's over the phones because obviously we work. Do customer service over the phones, but it was so bad with her talking. Like I didn't say anything for like a good hour that we were having like some issues with our phones that it closed out. I log back in and she's still there talking.
Stop. That's how you know there's something wrong.
Yes, we work for a credit card company and they I guess she had an issue with a plumber, and of course she's sitting there talking about how like he was trash, he was just white trash, this that. I'm like, what?
Whoa.
She's nasty. All of her notes were just her being abusive. But
oh wow. Jesus, lady.
She just like, I shouldn't let him in my house. All he kept touching my walls like a damn monkey. I was white, so
that is so wrong.
She was nasty.
And she called him white trash?
Yes.
Wow.
And just going on and on. But we already declined her because she used her card to pay them. And they performed the service. But they told her not to flush something down the toilet. And she did again. Like, don't tell me the whole story and think I'm going to side with you.
Girl.
You're still in the wrong.
Girl. And why you act like that?
But she wasn't even calling for that because she was declined the, what is it called? the dispute. She put a dispute in to try to us to get the money back.
Girl, bye.
So she didn't have to pay them.
Girl.
But they did the service and you did something wrong.
Right.
So they declined it. And I thought that's what she's calling about. No, we didn't send out a card to her.
Erica, I'm like flabbergasted.
We didn't send out a card to her. I'm like, okay, but you didn't want the card. Because I see in the notes you didn't want the card.
Ma'am.
But just because she's like, oh, but I got sideswiped and I needed my card. I'm like, okay, I'll send you a card.
Quit playing.
What was that for? She wanted me to tell her why we didn't send her a card. Because it says here in the notes, you're a fucking liar.
Oh my God. You know what? I have no patience.
She's like, don't fucking. She was old. She was like, don't fucking play with me, bitch. I'll fuck you up. I'm like, where did this come from,
ma'am?
I'm like, and I don't care. I'm just like, okay. So, but you keep talking over me. What do you want me to do? What's the resolution here? Because you just keep going all over the place talking
like,
about you're talking about a plumber for what? You lost a case. What do you need?
Right. Like they said, no.
Why did they let me sit on the phones? I have no idea.
You know, I've had a. Oh my God.
Like, fuck you, bitch. I'm like. Okay. Well,
you know what? Like, I think at that point, the company, like our company needs to like, there's only certain, if you see notes that they're abusive, I think at some point we need to cut these people off. Like at our last job, like they would fire you as a customer because listen, you can't keep calling in and being abusive. Like, and then, racist on top of that. Like, I can't.
When I worked for Amazon, they didn't play with that. If you put notes in or if you were just being abusive at any point in time, my boss who worked for that DSP just,
good.
No, we're not delivering to you anymore.
That's how it should be. Like the bosses should. You got to take care of your employees and people in general. Like I'm sorry, but like we're in fucking 2023. How the hell are you racist when? Oh my God, I had a great conversation with a customer last night actually. Aww. And she was like, you know, because they're like, where are you from? I'm like, well, we're coming out of Florida. And she goes, I am so sorry, you know, for everything that's going on over there. I'm like, oh, girl. And I try not to talk about politics. I don't like it. But she's like, how can people be racist when and I always say this, she goes, all of us are immigrants. Every single one of us don't belong here. She goes, if you're not talking to me in like native tongue, Native American, you're an immigrant.
Exactly.
She said that. And she was telling me about, you know, like she went to a store and she had to stand up for someone because they're like, speak English, you know what I mean? Like that, stuff like that. And I'm just like, I can't believe that people are still like, what does it matter to you that someone lives their everyday life on their own? It's like they're not bothering you.
We really don't have a set national language. And what does it matter? Like, what does it matter?
What does it matter? And
we're all the same. We're just different.
I don't understand
just
it.
Because some people put a little more spice in their food doesn't mean nothing.
I really don't get it. Like, what does it matter? Like, if I look at someone and so what if they're more caramel, more darker than me or whiter than me or blonde hair, but who cares? Like, I literally don't understand why it bothers people so much. Because like, what does it matter?
It's just fear based. Like, they want to sit there and say that they're not fearful, but it's just like they fear. I don't know what the fear is.
It's stupid.
You know what I think it is? Like, it just. No, I really don't know. I really don't know. It's just
it's the
people just
thing
being
to me.
Just fearful. They want to sit there and pretend that they're not, but they just are so scared of these different cultures that are so different.
Right.
They're so stuck in their ways of not wanting to change. It's just so.
And how can you not appreciate different cultures? Like, I don't understand it. You'll sit there and you're going to celebrate freaking Cinco de Mayo and you're going to celebrate Martin Luther King Day because you'll be happily taking those days off, but you don't appreciate the cultures behind it. Like, excuse me.
I'm sorry.
People put that margarita down.
Every culture has a great, great music scene or great food. I'm all for it.
Right.
You know what I've been wanting to try?
What?
Like African cuisine.
Listen,
it looks so. I'm tired of the reels on Instagram, and they're just always. I just want it, and I keep looking at the restaurants at Uber Eats. So I'm like, I don't know.
I see like you see TikToks of the African food, the Indian food. I want to try all that stuff.
Indian food is good.
I've never tried it.
It's so good.
I don't think I've ever tried it.
It's so good.
I don't know, but like you seen like those TikToks where like they have like I don't even know what it's called, but it's like they take some. I should do more research on it. Yeah, and they eat with their. I love that stuff. Like, why not?
I'll eat with my hands.
Give
me a reason.
Listen,
I don't want to.
If no one's watching, I'm eating with my hands. I don't care. Whatever. Like,
I do love spoons though, because I could just get a big spoonful. I like anything that. I love garbage bowls of any form.
I love fucking food.
If I can put it in a bowl, mix it all together, and just look like nothing that anybody would eat. I want it. That's all I eat for breakfast. Is just like eggs, and vegan sausage, and some cheese with crackers. And just I just crumble it up.
Vegan sausage.
I don't know why I like it. It's so good.
I guess.
But then I am covering it with cheese. How dare I? You know, those poor vegans. They work so hard on that sausage.
Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know what it is, girl. Because why not? Like, why? It's true. Like, why are you so afraid to explore other cultures? Like, what's the problem here?
Like, and what is so
every
great about
culture,
yours?
every whatever has good and bad. Who cares? Yes. Why are you punishing a group of people for something? Like, come on, dude, wake up. I
for no reason. You just woke up to want to hate.
Right. Okay. Right. Because, like, sir, that's what, and then if you ever see, like, especially the racism, you know, like, it's always like the people who you look at them and you're like, okay, you're telling me go back to my country, right? Or you're like hating on black people, for example, and you look at them and like, okay, but are you the example of America? Because if you're the example of America, I'm afraid. Because you're a hot ass mess.
You're trying to red,
your ass crack is showing with your bungee pants. Like, you need to stop. Like, I can't take it no more. I'm just like,
flustered for what? Because
girl,
I actually stepped on a plate of grass. Like, come on, relax.
You know what? I can't. I whatever. You know what? At this point, what can you do? I'm just gonna. If I see something I don't like, I'm gonna try to stand up for the person that's it, because they shouldn't feel alone either. Like, minorities should not feel alone in this whole country where there's nothing but minorities. Like, what the?
Like, why am I? I'm not gonna be scared. Like, even. I'll say something, and if I get punched in the face, I'm still going to keep saying
I'm going to tase you. I bought a fresh taser. I ain't playing. Thank you, Raquel, for the link. I'm not playing no more. I'm done. I'm so done. Like, go call somebody, whatever. I'm going to tase your ass for them. I don't care. I'm done with it. And I'm a pepper spray you. But anyways, that's just me.
That's just, you know.
That's just my opinion. That's just opinion. I don't know. We'll see what happens, because it's not. I mean, you know what I do like though, that nowadays people are not afraid to stand up for themselves like they were before.
Yeah.
Because imagine, like, oh my God, it's got to be the suckiest thing in the world for you to be judged just for, let's say, for example, your skin color. Like, you're afraid to even like explore yourself in the world because of that. It's so stupid. And I'm like, nah.
I feel like what does it matter if someone's speaking in a different language? Right.
They're not talking to you.
It's like you're just jealous because you can't speak more than one.
And they're like,
I would never sit there and talk shit about anyone. I can't get
Erica,
Spanish down. I can't do it.
I don't know what it is. Like, they're like, oh, you know, or speak English, or it's like, I can't understand what you're saying. They're not talking to you,
exactly.
You fucking clown.
Nosy.
Fuck. Like, I don't care.
Go make friends and have conversations. Don't try to get in mine.
Girl, I have no words for nothing no more.
Oh, here they are speaking their language. You're in a place. You're actually in a restaurant.
You're at Little Puerto Rico. What do you expect?
What do you want?
I can't.
Just learn. Puta, there, done.
Girl.
That's what you are.
Those be the first ones, though. Like I said, they're over here celebrating Cinco de Mayo, and it's like, dude, do you even know the culture behind that?
No,
or Day of the Dead? Do you even know, like,
that? I know.
Like, come on. Like, you guys are celebrating all these things, and it's like, I can't, Erica. You'll take advantage of that part.
It's like those backward ass. This is a whole different thing. Like those backward ass Christians that are like, we're not celebrating Halloween, but we're still dressing up in these costumes. Like, just because you're dressed as a prairie girl doesn't mean anything. You're still dressed for Halloween. You're still celebrating Halloween,
and there's nothing wrong with it.
That's a purpose of Halloween,
right? You could love God as much as you want, as hard as you want. There's no judgment there, but like, you don't have to like prove to anybody you're a Christian. Like, when you're a true Christian and your heart is truly with God, who cares what other people think? I'm gonna go celebrate Halloween. I'm gonna still love my Jesus.
Boring. I love how we jump around. You know,
I know. Listen, I honestly, like, ever since we did the new format of the show, like, I feel freer, and I like that we're not sticking to one topic, because I kind of felt like it was stuffy.
I don't think so.
Like, I don't know. Like, it was like we all had, like, I feel like
I think okay.
Hit me. I just said that again.
I feel like we should play like a little counter. So in case anybody wants to get drunk. In. Oh, yeah.
See how much we
just
make.
Take a shot.
Yeah.
Well, we'll probably lose the 3 followers.
Stop. I'm done. Listen. Oh.
Stop it.
We're fine. No, but I felt like when we had topics, like, everyone was like not stuffy, but like afraid to go off the topic, so we wouldn't. And it kind of like, now I like the dynamic where it's like we're free talking. We talk about whatever comes in our mind.
Yeah.
And it goes from, what do we start with? Karen to racism to
Jesus.
To Jesus.
God, Lord.
I don't know. Now let's talk about what did you want to leave any other comments on those?
I have no other comment.
Before we jump into the
let me check the phone. See the pieces here.
Now that you say phone, go ahead. It's a creaking up there. So all right. So now that we're jumping all over the place, let's talk about cell phones, right? So
now that I got done checking mine.
now that you checked yours, what do you think of, like, what is your opinion about going through your significant other's phone?
Okay.
Is it disrespectful? Is it?
I think it is disrespectful, but I used to do it constantly. But there was reasons for me to do it constantly before.
Right.
I did it one time with my current,
Mm-hmm.
just because I'm still kind of stuck in the past where I feel like there's something going on when there's nothing going on.
Right.
Because I'm just like he can't be this good. There has to be something.
Girl,
To me,
I get what you're saying.
And
like, there's no way it's just this easy.
I have never felt so guilty in my life. 'Cause I went through emails, I went through phone, I went through text messages, I went through
the thorough check.
I did the thorough check twice. And every time I always feel guilty, and I'll just sit there. I'm like, I'll tell him, like, I'm on your phone. He's like, what?
Oh my God, you're better than me. You're better than me, because I'd be like, oh, you fell asleep real hard, huh? Slide. And then I'll be like, boop, 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 boop. But like, I get what you're saying, though, because sometimes it's like, it's because of what you've been through before, because it was so easy for them to do before.
Oh my God.
And it's like, why is this so chill? But I do know what you mean. It's like when it feels like everything's too perfect. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, there's got to be something going on. Like, why is you so perfect?
Right? I mean, the other relationship, the old relationship, it's like I always had a gut feeling, and I would look and it was there.
Right.
Like my intuition was yelling at me.
It's like, it's like while you're searching, something's going to come up. So you're just looking for it.
Like, there's something off on this pattern here. And plus, I mean, if you're going to be obvious, if you're sleeping with you're suddenly sleeping with your phone underneath the pillow, and I just have to, kind of pull it by the cord like a real freak, then it's just obvious.
Right.
Or, I mean, the other, I'm trying not to be like out there with it, because the other one, like, I had her code. I had the code.
Yeah.
And she let me have the code. And then even then, I looked at her and like, okay, so we're still doing it.
Right.
You gave me the comfort of the code, but you're still doing stuff.
Yeah. It's like they gave it to you so that you wouldn't ask or you wouldn't do it. But it's like,
Ew.
if I keep looking and I keep finding every time I look, dude, I'm going to keep looking.
That's what I mean. Like, it's just a bad habit that I formed.
Right.
And now, I mean, it's been months and I haven't looked through his stuff. And like,
yeah.
So, I feel comforted in that because I didn't have that tinge.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, there's something going on. It was just more like, there has to be something.
Yeah,
it was
because
like me
too
convincing
good.
myself. Yeah,
because of what happened. Because every time you actually looked, you found something.
Yeah,
and I think at that point, it's like it falls on you where it's like, okay, but how many times are you gonna find something and keep excusing it?
Yeah,
that was me. Like with Pat. Not so much with this one because he's just very like the only thing I ever. It's so funny because I feel like the only thing I ever find of his is like childish stuff. Like I'm just like you're really. Like childish shit, like Batman, Superman. I'm like, okay, there's nothing juicy.
Like, oh, same with him.
Literally,
like,
anime. I'm like
another game,
a game. Oh my god, games. I'm like, I can't be filtering through these games. I don't got time. You're sleeping here, but like
your Reddit, see what you're posting. Oh, you're just commenting on how Tampa sucks. Gotcha.
But I used to be a cuckoo bird. Like any little thing that I would see, like even if it was nothing, I'd be like, what is this? And he's like. I commented on my friend's picture. I'm like, why? Stupid.
Why did you say that her shoes were nice? Yeah. I fucking knew it.
I don't know. Like, it's just.
You're just like the rest.
Right. Oh my God. But it's nothing like, it's so weird. Like when you are with a partner that actually respects you and it actually is going good. Cause like literally years are in and it's like nothing. And
it's alarming. Like, it's
you're just waiting for something.
Unsettling.
Right.
It's just so weird. And then he doesn't get upset. He conversates about it. He's like, okay, but why did you feel that way? Did I do something wrong? I'm like,
who does that?
What do you mean? Did you
Another
do something
guy
wrong?
Be like, how dare you?
Yeah.
And this is blah blah blah. But I'm just like,
this or when invasion of privacy.
Yeah, that's their number one girl. That's their number one answer when you know they're up to something.
Yes.
Or if, hey, can I use your phone real quick? I got like my phone died or whatever. Why? Why not?
Right?
Psycho.
Oh, let me look through your pictures. For what?
Yo,
so I can see the folder of all your dick pics you're sending out to half a Tampa.
Oh my God, stop.
Why
I can't.
Not?
And then you save them. Come on, don't be a fool.
Don't be a fool.
I mean, like, it's whatever. I don't know. Like, to me, I don't know if it's like, I understand it is invasion of privacy, like, right? But if you're in a relationship where you respect each other, it wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't even have to ask to go through your phone. It's just like, I don't care to. Like, that's where I'm at now. I'm like, I really don't care to, because there's nothing there except for ridiculousness. So I'm like, why? I mean, come on.
Yeah. And if you're going to be sneaky.
Girl.
Like,
yeah, you're right.
I mean, I've been caught.
I've been caught. He never, like, he doesn't make a big deal. He's just like,
that's
so embarrassing.
A big deal.
Because he'll have, like, it's so embarrassing. Because, like, let's say if he fell asleep and he left it on, like, anime or whatever, he'll wake up, he goes, I see you with my phone again. I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, well, I left it on the anime and I see. I'm like, whatever. I was like, you're lying.
What I mean is, like, if you're gonna be sneaky, like, if you're gonna be okay, I was too confident. I was not. Okay, I'm no better. Towards the end of the relationship, I was no better.
Okay.
So I had a picture.
A
bad picture
of
someone.
You can't.
That I kept. We weren't continuing to converse. I just kept it because I'm a pervert, I guess.
Oh my God.
I kept it, but I kept it in a folder, and I thought I erased it and put it into somewhere else. But unfortunately, when it came back, it went into another folder in my pictures because
try to be slick.
The past relationship, he was like, it was like 1:00 in the morning. He was like, let me go through your phone. I'm like, fuck yeah, my code is blah, 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 blah. And I went back to sleep. 3:00 in the morning comes around. What is this? Oops.
Like that guy on TikTok, like, what? Yeah. Oh my God. And you were so confident.
I was so confident. I gave him the code like nothing. I'm like, I'm going to keep sleeping.
That just goes to show that what's done in the dark will come to light.
Exactly.
You can't be slick.
I thought it was so slick just keeping that. I was a pervert. I was just keeping that picture. Just be perverted.
See what happens? What's done in the dark will come to light. You can't be that way.
Don't be sneaky.
Don't be sneaky.
If you have to sneak around, just leave the relationship.
Right.
Just leave.
Right.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. And if you even feel like you have to be that person, just fucking leave.
Yes.
Or be honest with the person. Maybe you can work something out. I don't know.
Well, we didn't, obviously. But
listen, because everything was done in the dark on all ends.
I'm not innocent.
It's like a recycling of like shit on top of shit on top of shit, and you're doing this and you're doing that. Yeah. It's just, it will never work that way, because you guys would never have that trust again. Exactly. Because you continue to have like things going on. Like, I don't think you could ever come back from stuff like that sometimes.
No, you really can't. Like,
it's hard,
but it's just so hard. Especially if it's a repetitive thing on all parties.
Right.
All parties.
Yeah.
I mean, not me. I did like one time. But still. It's not
one's
good.
Enough.
Yeah,
one's enough.
Obviously one was enough.
One was enough. It's true though.
It's bad. Like, you can't sit there and I think I told myself, like, well, I can do this because they did that. And that's not how it's supposed to be. Like, you're supposed to be an adult.
Especially if you forgive them, because you found the stuff and you decided to stay.
Yeah.
And you have to move on because you decided to, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean you have to. But if you decided to forgive them and stay, you kind of got to move on. You can't go off of like, I'm going to get you back, because it's never going to work that way.
You can forgive. I mean, building the trust is going to take some time.
Because it stays in the back of your head.
It does.
Oh my God.
Building the trust it's harder than forgiveness.
Yep. That's so true. Yeah, because I can forgive you all day, every day.
But the trust, because I'm still going to be like on edge.
Yeah, because just the fact that you could do something like that to someone, it shows that you're not all in. Yeah. You're not all in, because if you were all in, you wouldn't even think to do. Like, I honestly, like, I swear, like, since I've been with, since we've gotten serious, because I'm not gonna say in the beginning we both were doing our own thing. Let's be real. Like, that's just the honest truth. But like, once you decide to be with someone, you're serious about it. Like, I don't even think about other people. I really don't. I don't. Like, I just, for what? I don't get it. That's why I feel like if you're really in a good relationship, you don't even think about stuff like that.
No.
But if you're not content 100%, you're always going to be looking outside, no matter what. Even if it's just for attention.
You can't help it. I mean, you can help it. But it's like you got to be braver to say what you want in the relationship or what is not working and just leave.
Yeah, that's so true. It's harder. I will say, though, it is harder to leave something that you're used to than to do the harder thing, which is breaking it off, because you're so used to that. And you leave a lot behind. Let's be real.
Yes.
You leave a lot behind. And even like, even the good parts of that person, you know what I mean? You leave that behind, but how long are you going to carry on to the little piece of good and keep being miserable? Like, you can't. It's not healthy for anybody. Even if it hurts in the beginning, but eventually people move on. Like, you have to. It just wasn't meant to be, and that's okay.
It's okay. It's okay to move on. It's okay to go forward. Mm-hmm. It's okay to admit that you were wrong, grow from it, change. Don't keep repeating the same things.
It's so true. Don't repeat the same
Don't go through phones. Don't.
And don't keep hurting.
Learn to trust.
Yeah. Don't stay with someone and keep hurting them over and over either. Like, you got to own up to your shit too, people. Like, you've got to own up to your parts that you've done too, because like I said before, like even in our last episode, there's things that I could say I've done to probably push people to act a fool, but you know, you got to own your parts too. Like that's just life.
No, some of those people did not need much to push.
Let's
be honest.
Because some people walk in acting girl. Well, you know, you're so right. I think that relationship I was talking about in the last episode was like one of the main ones that I was like, yo, how many times am I gonna find something? Right. Like, how many times are you gonna come to my house crying, but I'm gonna keep finding it? Like, why do you even do the show? Why the show?
Because I don't know.
What are you afraid of?
I do feel the remorse, but it's just. But the pattern keeps repeating. Why?
Exactly. Like do you need help? Right. Because I can't help you. Like you gotta go.
I don't want to help you.
And please don't show up at my house and try to convince my mom to take you. Like, what is going on? Like for that, why don't you just be single and talk to all the people you want? Like, why are you wasting my time?
Because it's the comfort. It's the comfort of you. It's
what am
I,
comfort mommy?
Of this situation. Yes. Yes.
That's sad.
Because if you think about it, how much did you do for that person?
Oh, girl. So ridiculous.
Exactly. You were the... What do you call it? You were the stable part. You were the stable person. You were the rock.
That's so weird because it's like they do all these things.
Yeah.
Like even like, do you feel like they do all these things and then the second you're like, I'm ready to go, it's like, why? Like, please don't. And it's like, but even after the fact, they want to keep you in their life.
Exactly.
While they're dating the new people.
Because you are the mother figure, the father figure. You are the figure that keeps them together.
It's
because
so
they can't
strange.
keep themselves together, but they still want to. They feel like they can treat you like they can their own mothers. That they could do all these things and just get the slap on the hand.
And that they're always going to be forgiven.
Exactly.
Not while I'm looking at your phone.
I'm not your mom.
Sir, I'm going to keep looking at that phone. Not anymore. Like now I feel like this is my conclusion of it all. Because now that I'm like later, right? Like you learn, I swear to God, like your 20s or even like your early teens and 20s are for learning.
Yes.
And then your 30s are for like, you're more settled and you know what you want.
Yeah.
And I feel like for me, I don't want to be with a guy that have to keep looking behind your back.
Stressing.
I know.
No.
I know. I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be alone and single if I can't trust you. I could never go back to someone where it's like, dude, like I can't even sleep at night thinking about what you're doing. Like that's crazy.
Like why am I'm sitting here staying up just so you can fall asleep so I can get your phone.
And I'm just watching it.
Crawling out of the room like a fucking army crawl,
right?
Just to be in the corner and just see like, oh, anime again, and then crawl back again.
Yeah, just to put it, and I gotta make sure I put it back on the same episode you was watching.
Make sure you exit out of each app that you're in. Yeah. Go back into the Google.
I'm not doing that.
Erase your history.
Damn, Erica. I'm
telling you, I go in.
I'm not doing it no more. I
don't anymore. I don't feel like I have to. I don't want to regress. I don't want to regress. I feel like I've grown and I don't want to regress.
Right. Because you learn from it's true. You learn from the past.
Yeah.
And hopefully you just grow better from your experiences because it's just what it is.
Yeah. And if anything does happen, it'll pop up.
It always does.
And I'm not going to blame myself if it does. Because I'm not going to. I used to do that like, oh, I should have looked harder. No, I'm not doing that.
You don't have to. Like I said before, what you do always comes out, whether or not it's good. I mean, you know, and even if it takes years for you to find out, guess what? At least you lived in peace for those couple of years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, dude. Like, do you, boo?
I thought you were this and now you're not, but that's okay. It's not me, it's you.
And don't be afraid to move on. It's going to hurt, but don't be afraid to move on, people, if you do find something like...
No, if you know you can forgive, but you can't forget.
Yeah, just move on because it's never going to get better. I mean, some people actually are sorry and it was a mistake. It happens.
Yeah, sometimes we lose ourselves.
And they respect you and you talk through it, but that's a whole difference. Talking through it.
Communication. Yeah.
Communication. Well, if you're going to keep being sneaky,
don't tell a person to move on when they're not ready to move on.
That's so true.
Especially when you did something wrong. I can't sit there and tell you like, get over it. Fuck that.
I think that's so stupid.
That's so rude.
You can't do me wrong.
Yes.
Even if it was years ago and I just found out now.
Yes.
You can't do me wrong and then tell me to get over it. I'm sorry. It's on my time. You're doing this shit to me.
Yeah.
Please. And then when you're hurt, it's saying anyways, you know what? That's just what it is. But so conclusion. I don't think. Okay, it is an invasion of privacy, and I think it's it is. It really is because honestly, it is their property. It is their business, and if they're doing something bad, like if you have a gut feeling, I think you should have a conversation at this point about it.
Yeah.
But we all know we're still gonna look through it if you feel something.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna be like, listen.
I think at this point, no. But I'm saying, like, if you have a partner that makes you feel that way,
I think just leave. Find the reason, then leave.
I say if you feel like something's going on, take a peek. It might be an invasion, but like take a peek to make yourself feel better.
Just take a little peek.
Take a little peek.
Just little.
And if you find something, either talk it through or leave. You know.
Yeah. If they get real defensive, then that's a clear sign. Not of you going through someone's phone is rude. Like I don't.
It is.
It's rude. It is an invasion. It's showing that you don't trust them either way.
Exactly.
So
exactly. Even if you don't find anything, obviously, like because then that's so true, because then Manny will be like, well, what, you don't trust me? It's like, why would you even think? And I'm just like, I don't know.
I'm just barred.
Because all men is the same, you know, like, but it's not like that.
No.
You just have to find like, and you know what, you're gonna kiss some frogs before you find the right people. That's how it is. Oh my God, yeah. That's how it is. Like, you're gonna go through. Mom used to always tell me when we were growing up. She would always tell me, you're always gonna have heartbreaks before you find the right one.
Yeah.
And it's so true. Like, you know.
Yeah, it's just part of growth.
It is.
Some people are lucky they'll find the one, but then they'll have heartbreaks at other places. But
oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
It is what it is, you know.
Girl, I know that's right.
I know that's right. Me.
Ill.
I don't know the song.
Well, that's our little conversation for today. We're all over the place.
As usual. As per usual.
Hey, that's all right.
Hopefully you forgive us for that. But if you don't, fuck off.
Yeah, I was going to say, leave a comment down below. Is it like an invasion of privacy? Do you go through their phones? Do you do a maintenance check every so often? A maintenance check to make sure.
Just got to clear your cache of cookies real quick.
Make sure everything's going good. Mm-hmm. I mean.
God, for him to find that picture was... I mean, he had the phone for a good 2 hours.
Girl, we
I did not know it was still in that folder. Like, it was in a folder within a folder within a folder.
But you know what that tells you?
What?
That he's also the person who's doing that folder on top of the folder on top of the folder.
But it wasn't. I didn't hide it there. It was like a folder within my library that kept pictures from the.
I've seen that. I found that folder before.
Girl,
I found that folder before. Nothing. Like I said, stupid stuff. That whatever.
Yeah, mine wasn't very stupid. I mean,
yours was off the chain.
It was stupid.
I found that folder before, but that folder, it's automated by WhatsApp. I think it is. Yeah,
I thought it was gone.
Yeah,
but I had to re-download WhatsApp for my other job, for my old job, and then there you come flying it in. Perversion,
Erica. That's why you're always in trouble.
Not anymore. I'm a good person. I'm not for the streets.
You're actually not. You don't do shit.
I don't do anything.
God,
that's so boring.
That's why I'm like shocked when people are like, "Girl, you acting a fool in the street, girl." Can I please just say she don't do nothing? She's at work and home.
Yeah, work is at home.
So that's right. Girl, bye. You, Erica, you off the chain. Get it together.
Look at me out here at your house. I go from one house to another, which is my mom's or Ashley's.
I can't.
Or my own or Raquel's. On an occasion, you know.
That sounds like me too.
I don't even go to the store. I'm just like Instacart.
Loose on the streets. Going to Dollar Tree and home.
I went to the Michael's the other day. They have Halloween decorations on. I'm so excited.
Ooh.
Anyway, there's like a painting that I want there.
Okay, I can't wait. Wait. Oh, and September 1st starts fall, right?
No, September 21st.
The first.
Fall equinox.
The first.
Fall's already here.
I'm putting my tree up.
Tired of waking up. I'm tired of waking up and feeling like it's cold outside. And why do I keep lying to myself?
Girl, I don't know.
It's fucking Florida.
I can't wait.
Fall is not even fall. It's lighter summer.
It just feels nice outside though.
Sometimes.
It smells like fall sometimes.
Yeah, it's just dirt.
Oh my God, nasty. Jesus.
It's not as humid, so we're not drinking water as we breathe.
I'm trying to convince me, let me put the tree up for October so I could decorate it for Halloween.
Oh.
And just keep it up October, November, December. I just want to enjoy the holidays this year.
I'm going to buy different Halloween decorations. He's like, that's on you.
Do it.
That's your budget.
Do it.
I don't know what to do though. I just want darkness.
Make some, I don't know. You know what? We'll have to talk about this another time.
Yes.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening in today.
Thanks for listening to the crazy. Stop looking through your man's phone and your girl's phone. Just divorce.
Oh my God. It'll just pack your shit and no, have a conversation about it. Yes. If you feel like something's going on.
If you're feeling insecure, have the conversation.
Learn from us. I've looked through plenty of
if you need advice on how to go through phones, or if you want some spells to make them speak the truth,
bitches.witches@gmail.com. Please reach out to us.
Reach out. I got get you some
Erica,
some truth powder real quick.
Stop, Erica.
Put in their shoes and they just walk around the infant. They're not talking. They got something hiding. I'm just saying.
Let me get some of that powder. I'm just kidding. Here it goes. See,
So
toxic.
Erica,
Erica,
toxic. You're not going through their phone. You're just making them. If they're not talking, that means something.
you know,
Like
what?
take off them shoes real quick. If they start flying off,
I'm not doing that. I'm gonna leave my poor husband alone. He don't bother nobody. That poor man don't bother nobody.
That's true. Not for us. For
for our
whoever.
listeners, let us know.
Just get that truth powder. I'm telling you right now. Go to your local botanica.
That's it. I'm gonna have to open a shop for us.
I'll make it real. Oh, I will make that powder real quick. Get some. I forgot the ingredients, but I have it written down somewhere for some reason.
You know what?
I'll hit up at all the witch stores and get it for you.
Thank you so much for listening in, and make sure you join us next week. Hopefully, we'll have an episode out. Raquel should be back next week, right?
Yes,
She should be back next week.
Yes.
And that's all, you guys. Thank you again. Bye.
Bye. Happy 8/8 portal.
Huh?
Yesterday was the portal.
What's the portal?
The Lionsgate portal.
Oh,
It was the best day to manifest.
really?
Yeah.
Are you telling me now? Bye.
It's not gonna work unless you do the work, which I have to do. So, all right. Bye.
Bye.